Hartzell Mt United Methodist Church is the result of the merger of Mount Zion Methodist Episcopal Church and Hartzell Methodist Episcopal Church. The Mount Zion Methodist Episcopal Church was organized in 1882 at 544 Brakefield Street in Slidell, Louisiana, the present location of our church parsonage. This portion of land was purchased in 1894 for $25. The church trustees were Juneau Robert, Friday Porter, Raymore Crawford, George Monday, Rob June, and David Alfred. In the year 1939, under the pastorate of T.H. Sampson, Brother Willie Terrell began a building fund project to erect a new church. He worked diligently until his death. Before Hartzell Methodist Episcopal Church was erected in 1899, the services were held in Church Point, Louisiana, at Napoleon Methodist Church with Reverend C.C. Crockett as pastor. Seeing the need for a new church, the pastor and trustees built the church on Indian Village Road, where it still stands today. The name was changed to Hartzell Methodist Episcopal Church for our Bishop Hartzell. The cornerstone was laid in 1899. The trustees were David Alfred, Peter Foster, Frank Cloud, Willie Lewis, Simon Porter, Raymore Crawford, Sr., Betsy Aaron, and George Monday. C.D. Crockett was pastor and S. Duncan was the superintendent. In 1956, under Reverend Blackman L. Hall's administration, the congregations launched energetically on a building fund project. Through the intercession of the Reverend and Mrs. Leroy Fields, Catherine Foster Williams, the sister of Georgia Fields, donated the property on which the new church was to be built. Hartzell and Mount Zion churches existed as a circuit church for several years. A merger was finalized on August 26, 1967 with Reverend James S. Davidson as pastor and W.S.P. Norris as district superintendent and Noah W. Moore as bishop. The names were retained as an heirloom and became Hartzell Mt Zion United Methodist Church. At that time, Hartzell Mt Zion United Methodist Church was located on Highway 190 East in Slidell, Louisiana, which is our present location. In 1969, our own contractor and administrative board chairman, Robert Samuel Porter, and masonry contractor, Julius A. Smith, built this edifice. The church structure was completed at a cost of approximately $92,000. Hartzell Mt Zion was fortunate to occupy this church debt-free. Under the administration of Reverend O. W. Christopher, the new parsonage was constructed by Robert S. Porter and Julius A. Smith. Through the leadership of Reverend Nathaniel P. Perry, central air conditioning was installed in the parsonage. Reverend J.D.V. Hamilton, Jr. became the Hartzell Mt Zion pastor in 1979. He was instrumental in purchasing a new church organ, organizing additional choirs, purchasing a new van, and achieving greater membership involvement in the church's life. In 1986, Reverend Randall E. Campbell became our pastor. Under his leadership, we added a part-time church secretary, a fellowship time during church service, and we became participants in the National Bethel Bible Series. The Campbell family was our first pastoral family to bring a newborn baby into the parsonage. In June 1990, Reverend Alonzo Campbell was appointed to our church. Reverend Campbell was the first pastor appointed as a full-time minister of Hartzell Mt Zion. His motto was "Church isn't just for Sundays," and he fulfilled that commitment. He implemented a very successful tithing program, the Christmas Gift to Jesus celebration, Boy Scout troop, Thursday night prayer service, Bible study class, foster care/adoption training, Back to Basics, youth choir, and the church building fund campaign for our Family Life Center. Reverend Darlene Moore James was our first appointed full-time female pastor. She joined us with her husband, Joshua, and son Joshua in February of 1996. Under her prophetic and pastoral leadership, the church grew spiritually and numerically. We added a newer church sign, church insignia, a living flower memorial, organized the Steppers, a mass choir, the Sunshine Choir, Pew Rally, a large Bible study class, Kwanzaa, a new musical director, a drummer, a church directory, and brochure. In 1997, we raised $91,000 in our 1997 financial campaign, and in 1999, our evangelism team attempted to win 100 souls for Christ. In June 2002, Hartzell Mt Zion embraced Pastor Ernest Scott and his lovely family into the Hartzell family. Pastor Scott got to work immediately meeting with all the representatives of organizations of the church. During his tenure, Hartzell Mt Zion began and completed a church renovation, started a formal capital campaign, worked to rebuild the church following Hurricane Katrina in 2005, and built the Hartzell Mt Zion Family Life Center in the summer of 2008. Under Pastor Scott, the church added several new members. The Vacation Bible School grew to 75 students. He was active with the Bible study class, prayer meeting, the Slidell Ministerial Alliance, the United Methodist Men, the United Methodist Men's Retreats, the Line Dance class, supported the work with the Divine Nine sororities and fraternities, local auxiliary groups, ACT Prep, and freely opened the church doors to the many volunteers working in the area for disaster recovery. In June 2015, Hartzell Mt Zion welcomed Pastor Deborah Williams and her family. Pastor Williams immediately got to work meeting with the leadership of the church. Pastor Williams believes in teaching and preaching the Word of God. Pastor Williams implemented the Methodist Church's Disciple Bible Study and started a new Wednesday afternoon Bible study. She encourages the members to tithe and to reach out to the community to make disciples. She supported the work of the United Methodist Church and has held several workshops. Under Pastor Williams, Hartzell Mt Zion bought a new digital church sign, replaced the old fountain with a brick memorial, held a successful pew rally, and worked to grow the programs of the United Methodist Women, the United Methodist Men, the Youth, the Angel Tree Ministry, ACT Prep, the Health Fair Ministry, and the College Prep College Fair. She has put Hartzell Mt Zion on the map with social media, which turned out to be a good thing for 2020 and 2021 due to COVID-19 restrictions. You can view the service on Facebook or the church's website if you can't get to church. In addition, Hartzell Mt Zion started a monthly newsletter in 2020 to keep the membership and the community informed and engaged during the COVID-19 pandemic. In 2021, Hartzell Mt Zion held a great virtual ACT Prep with the Princeton Review and a very successful mini-health fair offering flu shots to the community. We have learned a lot about the art of Zoom for every ministry. Under the leadership of our lay leader, Mr. Anthony Alfred, Hartzell Mt Zion developed a before/after care program this year for kids in kindergarten through 6th grade from local schools in the community. We successfully received a grant from the state to help with this program. In June 2022, Hartzell Mt Zion embraced our current pastor, Pastor Tiffany Postel. Pastor Postel began immediately with an onboarding meeting, then Black Church Matters. Pastor Postel has integrated herself and her beloved pet, Chico, into the Slidell community. She holds weekly Bible studies in person and online. Under her leadership, the church's aftercare program became a reality. We purchased new air conditioning units for the Family Life Center. We collected $29,000 during the 2022 church anniversary. Under Pastor Postel, we also gave out scholarships. We held the following: a fall festival, confirmation class, the Grief Share program, a youth empowerment series, an Easter egg hunt extravaganza, a mini health fair, a voter registration drive, a singles and couples ministry, a United Methodist Men breakfast, and a United Women in Faith retreat, and the Hatter's Tea.
Emmanuel.